welcome on back to Baseless Claims, our casual conversational comedy podcast. My name is Tay, I didn't think of one this week.
Wow.
Dumbass.
That's a bold start to the show. Like, I'm going to hit him with comedy. Oops, psych. That's the wrong number. I forgot how to do that.
It's even better because Tay built up like, I got the intro.
Well, boys, you did it. You set the world record for quickest amount of time between the start of the show
Hey, you
and
can't do
bullying
bad
me.
things and then be mad that you did bad things and be like, it's your guys' fault. No.
Run it
No,
back.
I'm not saying
Not
it's
how
your
it works.
fault. I'm saying that you're bullying me about it.
Run it back.
Yeah, well, of course, that's kind of the shtick of the show, I think. My name is Tory Grocery Gossip Thompson.
Ooh.
My name is Tyler. Play has no limits, Matheson.
Ooh.
Cool.
There you go.
That's cool. I'm excited for that. But I think what we should start with is, you know when you overhear couples fighting in public?
Oh,
and
dude.
You know that it's like, you know that you're kind of being a little bit naughty for listening, but you just like pull out your phone and stand at the edge of the aisle like, I kind of want to see how this resolves itself.
Uh-huh.
This is the weirdest encounter I've ever had. Now, it was at the grocery store, and I had passed this couple a few times, and there's a few things that I want to note about this because I think it's important to judge their entire character based off these things that they did.
Oh,
Okay.
of course.
It's man and white woman, white man.
Yes.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah. With a stroller.
Anything in it?
They had a baby also.
That sucks for that child.
The man is he's the kind of guy that loves going on fishing trips with his buddies and drinking Bud Lights. You can just tell by looking at him that he's that kind of guy. Mm-hmm. And he was wearing a mask because it's required, but he didn't have it over his nose. And it wasn't like it slid down. He was specifically wearing it just around his mouth. So,
I can't tell if that's like a new protest or if it's just because you actually have worms for brains. Like the worms have successfully eaten through the entire brain and only worms remain.
No, it's basically like, oh, hey, stop touching your little brother. And then they're like, okay, not touching you. They're like, I'm following your rule technically, but also fuck you a little bit.
A little bit.
So that's where this goes. And then also in the aisles, they were the type of people that when you're walking behind them, they will like see what they want and just leave their cart sitting askew in the middle of the aisle so you can't really get around them. And they're not like, oh, I'm going to go grab this really quick. They're like, oh, I'm going to walk a little bit and I'm going to cut off the entire aisle with myself and my cart and my baby stroller, and I'm going to peruse which box of Hamburger Helper I'm going to treat my little girl to tonight.
At least move your cart out of the way. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Look, I'm against capital punishment, but that should be an instant death, like execution, like death sentence right there.
Why don't we teach grocery store etiquette in schools?
I think that they try to teach you human decency in schools and people go, but not me. I'm sorry. I'm built different. I can leave my cart wherever.
Well, it's because they also teach it as like it's an optional thing. Like no one's ever told those people like, hey, this isn't really like an optional thing. Like, yeah, it's not against the law, but everyone will want to kill you.
Yeah, what it comes down to is just being not an asshole or being slightly aware of your surroundings. And don't get me wrong, 90% of people in grocery stores are completely oblivious to their surroundings at all times. And it's the most infuriating thing. But there's certain people who it seems like they're going out of their way to do it. Now, I come across this couple for the final time in the baking aisle. And I'm sitting there looking at my list, seeing if there's anything in this aisle that I missed. And I hear her go, oh, I got to go get some brown sugar for that recipe. And he goes, oh, what? No, we have grape jelly at home.
What?
What?
Whoa.
No.
And he was mad. He didn't say it like confused. He said it like, really? No, we have grape jelly at home.
Oh,
What the
fuck? What the fuck? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I have to know the context because like if it's like a nice brown sugar honey glaze like chicken and you just smother that bitch in Welch's grape jelly, again, death sentence. Like, there should
Yeah.
be no way around it.
What I'm trying to rationalize with my thought process here is that she was like, oh no, I want to try to make something new with this brown sugar. And he's like, oh, babe, no, we'll just have jelly roll-ups with Welch's grape jelly like we always do.
It seemed
That's the only thing that makes sense to me.
I didn't get full context on that. I don't know what the recipe was, but it certainly sounded like it was a new recipe that she was maybe not sure how to make. Like she was excited, like, oh, I can get brown sugar now. I'm gonna make that thing finally. It had that energy to it.
Babe,
then,
you know how this goes, okay? We eat jelly roll-ups for dinner every night. You know we're on a budget. It's just tortilla and jelly.
She got sad upon hearing the jelly response, which you can't blame her for being upset about the jelly response. And she was like, no, I need to get brown sugar. And he was like, but you just need something sweet, right? Like, you just need something sweet. It doesn't need to be
my
brown
God.
sugar.
Wow. Okay.
Now, there's a big difference. Like, Jolly Ranchers are sweet, but I'm not going to substitute Demerara sugar for a Jolly Rancher. You know what I mean?
What the fuck? This guy is delusional. Queen,
Yeah.
leave this man.
Well, I wouldn't give her that much. I'm not going to say she's queen today.
I was right in my assessment, though, that the worms had successfully eaten all the way through his brain. And
Ain't no gray matter left in there, bud.
it's all
He's a big dumb
worms.
boy.
We really got to teach people how to cook, just in general. Like, everyone should know how to cook, but that's a different level of stupid where you just think, like, all savory flavor is the same. All sweet flavor is the same. Everything tastes the same. There is no difference.
It was at this point that I was fully invested in this arc of the story, right? I was waiting for the climax. And when he said you just need something sweet, she responded aptly, but that's grape flavored. Which yeah. Hey, good going. Yeah, it is. That's grape flavored. Grape jelly is indeed grape flavored. To which he responded, did you like my meatballs? I used half a jar of grape jelly in those meatballs.
Oh!
What?
Oh!
Now
my-
there is some dissonance happening betwixt these folks in this conversation.
There is something foul afoot in that house. That is not a house of God.
Is there a fucking gas leak there? What the fuck?
Yeah, it seemed like he was in a conversation with someone else. And I would have believed it had she not been responding to him trying to sort of answer the questions. And she responded with something to the tune of like, I don't know. I don't really remember. I had a couple of them, but this is a different thing. Which, yeah, you know.
How do you not notice that a meatball is stuffed with grape jelly like a fucking donut? I feel like if anyone served that to me, like if I went to my grandma's house and she said, I tried a new recipe, what do you think of these meatballs? I'd say, Grandma, you must have dementia. There's grape jelly in these meatballs.
It's time for you to go to the home.
And I do understand, in all fairness, that there are like cocktail meatballs that do call for grape jelly in like the sweet sauce that they're sitting in as like a component. But that is a one case scenario. That is not something where you can just willy-nilly start changing jelly for brown sugar. And then she got really upset and started walking more of a trudge, I would say. She started trudging towards the brown sugar. And she said, very beaten down, why don't you ever just let me get things? And then he responded, looking away and huffing and gruffing. He went, fine, just fucking get it then.
It's $1. It's $1. I get it, bro. I don't have a job. I got a budget. However, budgeting means I don't get the most expensive soy sauce and I just get the generic brand. It doesn't mean, no, I sub everything for something I have in the fridge already. I'm going to have chicken wings tonight. Well, I don't have barbecue sauce, but I do have milk. No.
Yeah, I do. I got a lot. I do have caramel apple sauce from when I made that sweet treat for myself. So I think I might just try the wings in that. See how that goes. Give it a spin. Now, I think that there is a deeper level of subtext we could dive into.
Oh,
where
yeah.
with the the beaten down trudging and the line of, why don't you ever just let me get things? That seems quite controlling.
Yeah, no shit.
And if this is coming out at the grocery store over brown sugar, it's like it's like $1.40. And if you get the name brand, it's like $1.49.
Yeah, it's that sounds like a not good scenario.
It sounds bad, and it sounds scary. And the fact that they let that
Yeah.
shit fly at the local Cub Foods makes me wonder what they let fly behind closed doors.
Or what they let fly at the fucking Culver's. Like, if that's Cub
Oh,
Foods,
God.
imagine Culver's.
Oh God!
Imagine
Yeah.
the drive-through window.
Imagine
Oh.
what they let fly at Walmart. Oof.
Oof.
He probably just hits her at Walmart.
Jesus Christ, can we? Jesus, is there something more lighthearted we could talk about here?
No, I want to talk about grape jelly for the next 15 minutes. Tyler, set a timer.
Okay.
Jelly's better than grape. All of them.
All of them. Every single
all
one
of
of them.
them.
Grape's
Yes.
probably the worst one. I'll take
Jam-
some apricot jam, please.
Jam is better than jelly. Period. Full stop.
Don't act like you know the fucking difference, Tay.
Of course, I know the fucking difference. Jelly
Yeah,
is just like the smooth
okay.
shit,
Okay.
and jam has like the seeds
Okay.
and stuff in it.
Uh-huh.
Oh, is that
sure.
so?
Look at me.
Yeah, what the fuck do
Jam
you mean?
expert. Look at me.
What do you mean?
Look at me. I
I'm
know
nowhere close
all
to an
about
expert on anything.
jams. I know what a jam is. Tori, is orange marmalade considered jelly? Is that a jelly?
Oh,
I
would say
consider that a
I would say
jelly.
that's a jelly. Yeah.
yeah, because
Yeah.
it comes in those little tube things. That's the worst one.
It's pretty bad, but I think I would take it over grape jelly.
This is why we bully you. That's exactly you just hit the nail on the head why we bully you. And it's because what just came out of your mouth is disgusting, wrong, vile. And
Given any other third option, though, I would take the third option, obviously.
disgusting.
I mean, I'd pretty much take anything.
I'm just concerned what recipes they make at home. Like, what does that child eat? Like, oh, we need to get baby formula. No, that's fine. We have grape jelly.
Yeah, we don't have any breadcrumbs for the top of this mac and cheese that I made. That's okay, though. We do have some Welch's Concord grape jelly, and it's right in the fridge right now. I only used half of it for the meatballs.
So as long as our snot-nosed little kid didn't take a fistful out of it at snack time, we still have half a jar left.
Which she very well might have, because we didn't have Gushers, so I did give her grape jelly because we had it.
We ran out of the Scooby-Doo fruit snack, so I just gave her jelly. It's the same thing. They're both sweet.
What if this man was the heir to the Welch's family fortune, and
Ooh.
all they have is grape jelly?
What if, or like a spokesperson sitch where you want to try and drive as much traffic because you are getting a slim percentage of every sale.
Yeah,
so.
that very uncomfortable situation that you observed in the store was actually just a viral marketing stunt.
I would argue it's extremely uncomfortable, but I see where you're going with that. Yeah, it was pretty rough. What if he's saving all of that extra money though? He's not telling his wife and his beautiful child that and his family that he loves so much. He's not telling them about this jelly deal that he made, this secret jelly profit that he has, because that's what he uses as his beer fund when he goes fishing with the boys.
Oh.
I'm thinking it's more like the dad in the movie Holes, where it's like, no, I'm right on the brink. We have to keep spending money on grape jelly. I think I've almost unlocked the formula to it. Like he's just
Maybe
trying to
there was some type
deconstruct
of
it.
McDonald's monopoly sitch going on, and he wanted to get more grape jelly because then he might get the monopoly. He might win the big prize.
Well, yeah, because think about it. Can you think of any other brand of jelly other than Welch's?
Ah, fuck.
No.
They win.
Yeah,
They
won.
absolutely won. Man, I hate COVID. It took away McDonald's monopoly this year.
Oh my God,
That
you're
sucks.
right.
COVID ruins
I don't,
everything.
Like, we passed Easter, and I didn't even realize until 3 months later that we had passed Easter. And I was
Oh
like,
my
oh, great,
God.
fine. But when Monopoly season came around and we didn't get it, I was fuming.
That's really sad.
Look, McDonald's has one thing left to do, okay? In order for everything to not be shit all the time, they have to bring back the McRib. If it doesn't come back this year, the consequences are too severe. No one knows what could happen.
They need to bring back the McRib and the Shamrock Shake at the same time.
Yo,
Yep.
though.
And they'll put their rings together and transform into the mightiest of beasts. One final evolution to save mankind.
Okay, so we got to get the colors here. So the McRib, red. Shamrock Shake, green. What else can we get? The McFish, whatever the fish fillet thing is called. That's yellow. Blue.
Are we not talking about seasonal things now? Are we actually just talking about menu items? Because I
don't know.
hash browns
What
to be in
seasonal
there.
things do they have? I don't know.
Do they have like special McFlurries that are only around?
Yeah, sure,
available?
whatever. They assemble all 5 of those, put them out at the same time. Boom, they got a McDonald's Infinity Gauntlet. We're in the Avengers Endgame right now, and McDonald's will save us from Thanos.
And he's gonna snap COVID out of existence.
That's what we have to do. We have to get McDonald's an Infinity Gauntlet so they can snap COVID away. Tory, it's
so
brilliant.
that Thanos can snap away this horrible disease.
It's Grimace. It's Grimace with an Infinity Gauntlet, that big purple dude. And he's just...
Grimace.
Oh, Grimace.
holy
Yeah,
shit.
Grimace is McThanos.
He is McThanos.
Wow.
Whoa.
Hey, if anything, this podcast is fucking educational, okay? So if you're listening to us talk about grape jelly and you're like, why do I still stick around? Boom, education.
Yeah,
McThanos.
we're all learning today. We're all learning. And that's what you come here for.
Speaking of learning, you guys want to learn some new things?
Okay.
Welcome to the Wikipedia Random Article Quiz Show. I am your host, Tay. We're doing a game show within a podcast. It's the one where I pull up a random Wikipedia article and quiz our 2 favorite boys on the contents therein.
Tay, you've
today's-
had a different title for this segment every single time you've done it.
What do you mean?
I don't think you've ever had the same title.
Okay, here we go. Today's article. No, this one sucks. Hold on.
Hey, you know that you can find them ahead of time and they'll still be random.
They'll still be random to us.
Yeah, you can collect a bunch of really good ones ahead of time
And then
they'll still be
pre-create.
random.
You
All
can,
right, here we go. The article for today is Patrick Mahomes.
Love that guy.
Yep.
One of the best sourdough makers this side of the Mississippi.
All right. Wait. Is that legit, or were you doing a bit there?
No, I swear to God.
Oh,
Pat,
so you know who this is?
I thought that was the guy from Star Trek.
No, Tay, I don't fucking know who this. I don't even know the name.
Okay, you get a couple of sentences here from the very beginning blurb of the article. Patrick Levon Mahomes II, born blank, is an American football quarterback for the Kansas City Chiefs of the National Football League. He is the son of former Major League Baseball pitcher Pat Mahomes. That is all you get.
Do you think his dad was disappointed? It's like,
That he became a quarterback? I don't know, fam.
yeah, you're going into
I
a
don't know.
loser sport.
I think it pays more money.
Football?
Yeah.
I would imagine.
Oh, bigly.
Yeah, because your brain is real bad by the end of it. It's like
Yeah.
that one Will Smith movie where they investigated the bad brains in football.
Baseball's better. I'll just say it.
No, you're wrong. Baseball's boring. Anyway, when was this person born?
Year, month, date?
Yeah.
What do you want? How
What do you
specific?
want?
Fine, let's just do year.
You're the
What year
fucking
was-
host.
I was just giving
Hey.
you the whole thing. Like, can you guess month, date, and year? It doesn't have to be exact. This is the Wikipedia Game Show.
But we don't even have a lockdown title, let alone a lockdown set of rules, Tay.
The title was different again.
Okay. 1972, and as a backup, I will say August.
1988.
So Tyler gets this one because, depressingly, this man was born in 1995. He is our age.
Yeah.
Holy shit, what have I accomplished? This man's throwing footballs better than most, and I'm out here just trying to podcast about
Tori's
grape jelly.
answer really dug me into a weird spot. I tried to get closer to him, but then I realized, wait, he is a current NFL quarterback. He is not in his fucking 40s.
Yeah, I'm really bad at mental math, dude. So when I said that, I was like, oh, that's like 40.
That's over 40.
Maybe he's at the tail end of his career.
What do you think? This is fucking Brett Favre?
He's just trying to fucking get into his car at the end of the game. Broken body, just absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, the man's gonna have shattered, brittle, rotten bones. He's basically just a fucked up meat sack.
He's basically just a fucking canister of Welch's grape jelly. Like, there's nothing solid in him.
I bet he could throw it so far.
How many touchdowns did this man throw in his 2014 year of college at Texas Tech?
How many touchdown throws? Shit,
Yes.
I don't have like a reference point for this because I don't know how many most average quarterbacks throw. Tyler, I'm not gonna fucking trust the answer you give.
Yeah. Fuck, I'm trying to think of how long their game, like how many games they play, because that would give us like a hint.
They probably
at
do
least.
like 300. They just keep that shit kind of going because they make a lot of money. The NCAA players, not
Nope.
not a buck.
Nope.
No.
He had 38 touchdown passes.
Oh, that seems a bit high. I'm gonna say that he had 27 touchdown passes.
Tory gets this one for the first time in a long time because it
Let's
is
go, baby.
16.
Hell yeah!
Oh, what? He sucks.
Hey, I wasn't close, but I was closer. That's all that matters.
In the 2017 NFL draft, what number was he drafted at overall?
Does that mean how many people were drafted before him? Is that what the draft number means?
Yes.
Number 3 pick.
Oh, I'm gonna say he was the number 4 pick.
Tory gets this one again because this
Let's go,
number
baby.
10 pick.
Hell yeah! I love
what?
I get out with the pigskin. Me and my pops.
Quarterback at 10. Okay, whatever.
They drafted him because he was really good at carrying water to the players at first, and then they were like, "Holy shit! I don't know how he did this, but this boy can toss."
What is the total career passing yards that this man has had from 2017 to 2020? Total yards.
I'm sorry I keep doing this. Does this mean if you add up how many yards he threw the ball in a successful catch?
Yes.
Okay.
God, I don't fucking know. Between 2017 and now, you said?
Yes, 2017 and 2020.
200 yards. Is that low or high?
It's very, very low.
1,800
Can
yards.
I get another shot since I don't know anything about
Tyler,
football?
are you saying 1,800?
Yeah, 1,800 yards.
Okay.
I'm going to say 1,000 yards.
Tyler gets this one because it is
Yeah.
12,000 yards.
What the fuck? I didn't know. Holy shit. They throw the ball a fucking lot. Who would have thunk it?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't know if he's a starter or not. So like, whatever. I don't know who this man is. Sorry if you're listening. Can't imagine you are. But you're pretty good. You're pretty
Yeah.
good at throwing footballs, Patrick.
Hey, Tay, what's his name again?
Patrick.
His name is, I have to scroll up, Patrick Mahomes or Mahomes something.
Mahomes.
Hey, Patty,
Patrick.
if you're listening to this,
You're
you throw good.
my Holmes, and you can throw the ball pretty darn good. What's your pass percentage, bro?
Is the score Tyler 2, Tory 3 right now?
2-2.
2-2? Okay, here's the tiebreaker. For the Kansas City Chiefs, he set a record for most touchdown passes thrown in the game, or thrown in a single game. What number is that?
Oh, hell. 13.
6.
I'm going to give Tyler 2 points because it's
What?
6.
Oh, my God. Tyler pulling it out.
13 touchdown passes in a game,
Tyler,
Tory?
I don't know anything about football. I know that it's big boys who hit each other pretty hard.
Tory, how high do you think those scores go? What was this, a fucking like 200-point game?
Okay,
All right.
all I know about football is that grown men get mad and throw fake bricks at their television,
Sometimes real bricks.
sometimes real bricks, and then they'll look at me and be like, "You're playing Uncharted, you fucking nerd." Let me get back to my game with the big men.
And also, they wear big blocks of cheese on their head. Some of them do, which is ridiculous any way you slice it.
And yeah, it's anywhere you slice that cheese, it's stupid, and don't.
Hey, what does Packers even mean?
They were meat packers. They packed meat.
Are they fudge
They were
packers?
Damn it, we had the same joke.
Wait,
Good one.
is that a
Anyway.
wait? Is that a slur? I was just
It's a
thinking-
bit of a slur. Yeah, yeah.
It might be nowadays, but anyway,
damn.
thank you for tuning in to the Wikipedia Random Quiz Article Game Show with your winner, Tyler Mathieson. Congratulations.
That you can just add that to the official title. Welcome to the random Wikipedia article challenge with your winner Tyler Mathieson. Our guests here are Tyler Mathieson and Tory Thompson.
You can just continuously call me the winner. You can just say with our winner Tyler and our regular loser Tory.
Yeah, I've only got one dub on the board, and things aren't looking so hot for the future either.
Man, we should sub you out for Patrick.
Yeah,
Yeah, let's get
Patrick will
Patrick in
probably
here, yeah.
go circles around you. You know, at least for another couple years before he gets his 19th concussion. Then he's probably out of the game.
That he's probably not going to be so good. But for now, you could just be like, okay, our random article today is Raisin Bran, and he's going to be like, I know everything there is to know about Raisin Bran.
Like, I'm going to be like, yes, the article today is Raisin Bran. He's like, oh, you mean the 1935 cereal that came out under the Kellogg's brand? Yeah, I know things.
Go get hit, Patrick. Go get hit hard. I'm just getting used to winning lately. Like, I'm
Just in general?
just constantly on top of it, like just really getting the dubs. Cause man, play really does have no limits now.
God
and
damn it.
I'm one of the lucky few. I'll admit that. I'm one of the very few people in this goddamn state that has a PS5.
The few, the proud, the gamer.
Yeah, I would.
Honestly,
I would argue one of the lucky, like I don't know, 1,000 people that got a PS5 in
That's
this
a high
country.
estimate. Yeah, I was going to say.
no shit. When I went to Target, I stayed up until 4:30 in the fucking morning getting that goddamn PS5.
Did they escort you out of the building with armed guards so that you didn't have to deal with people like rushing you down and killing you for it?
No, I could have just beat someone to death with that box, because let me tell you, it's a fucking big boy. That box was heavy as shit. I could bludgeon someone with it.
Yeah, it seems like it. But you wouldn't want to get the red on that sexy white body.
Well, it's just the box. Who cares?
I was going to say, can we clip that out of context? Because that's a good clip out of context.
You could. I don't think you should though, because it'd be very bad for my future.
I had this whole plan too that like I was gonna go to a Best Buy. They were gonna have one PS5, one gun, and one bullet, and they were gonna throw the bullet and the gun in separate spots and be like, "All right, the PS5 is hidden in the store. Go find it." And I was like, "Okay, I have a whole plan. I need to get the gun because then whoever has the bullet, I can just whack them, take the bullet."
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty easy if you've got the heft of that Glock. You're gonna be able to just cold cock them.
And then I just threatened to shoot the person with the PS5. If they're a reasonable person, I don't have to shoot. But, honestly, fair game. When you're going for a PS5, a little blood on my hands, that doesn't scare me.
All's fair in gaming and war.
Yeah. So the
Famous saying goes.
the 99 gamers drop into a Best Buy. Sounds really exciting, Tyler. How did
And
you?
I got the dub.
You did get
baby.
the dub. You did get the dub.
Vic Royale.
I don't know how much mental energy was wasted in the maybe not wasted, but was given in the process, and then how much looking back on it did you go might have gone too far on this one?
About killing someone at Best Buy?
No, just about the actual amount of work you put in to acquire this PlayStation.
Yeah, no, it felt really dumb. It's the dumbest feeling when you have to like self-analyze for a second and then you step back and you realize I have 3 separate devices open and I am just constantly hitting refresh on all of these devices, and I set it up like a specific station where I can most easily hit the refresh on all of them, just so I can give a corporation $500. This is the dumbest thing in the world.
Mm-hmm.
But getting your hands on Miles Morales and seeing how it looks with that Astro Boy, any regrets?
The feeling of silliness and corporate shill must melt away the moment you press that little PlayStation button, huh?
I mean, you don't even really have time to think about it because there really is no loading screens. You don't have to sit through any. You don't even have to sit with yourself and just stare blankly into the black loading screen and like analyze your life and how you got there. You're just constantly playing, and that's the most beautiful invention with the PS5. No self-reflection.
That fucking later that day when Walmart was doing, because Tyler got it at like 4 a.m, he said. And then you went and picked it up at the store later that day. So you actually got to do it on day of pickup, which is something that only Target was doing. And then Walmart had their scheduled release where I was like, okay, this is going to be the time. I didn't realize all 4 times they did it, Walmart would fucking crash. I got to the point where I was entering my fucking information for delivery and it crashed and it was like, psych, you actually don't get this one. Sorry to get your hopes up, but not this time. I had 3 devices. Tyler was also doing it for me to try and get me one. Nada. Nothing.
That's real rough, bud.
It's fucked up. And maybe it's not because it's COVID. There's a lot of issues going on right now. But you know what? This is the time that I get to be gamer mad, okay?
No, you are more justified being gamer mad right now than I think you've ever been, honestly.
Time to send death threats, Tory.
Yeah, because honestly,
send them out.
The 1,000 people who got their PlayStations over the entire course of the country must have gotten like a letter. Tyler, did you get a letter from Sony headquarters themselves saying like, yes, you were one of the chosen ones?
Nah, Miyamoto tried to fucking kneecap me though and take it.
Yeah, he was weirdly running around local Targets in the Minnesota area, and he was trying to kill people.
He like tried trading me. Like he was like, "Don't you want this limited edition Animal Crossing Nintendo Switch?" And I said, "No, thank you. I already have a Nintendo Switch." And he said, "But this one has Tom Nook on it."
This one's got Nook and his little slaves, and he's got them right there they're all engraved on the back.
Then he pulled you aside and said like, look, man, Sony hasn't hooked me up either. I have no idea how to get my hands on one of these things. Look, I'm Miyamoto. I will give you a lifetime supply of Nintendo Switch games and peripherals. Just let me have your PS5. And you, the confident gamer, said no to Miyamoto himself.
And then I sent death threats to Sony and other developers because it's gamer time.
And so did Miyamoto.
Because now that play has no limits, I feel like I should have no limits. I'm becoming gamer unhinged. What's the gamer strategy, Tory, now that you're still raging mad at Sony?
Sure. In terms of how do we get back?
Yeah, your gamer revenge.
Okay. I mean, I feel like gamers have done some pretty bad stuff over the years.
Yeah, they are bad every single day.
We can't just do the death threats and a lot of slurs for different folks, and it's got to be something innovative. The way the PS5's innovative with the DualSense and the adaptive trigger controls, we gotta innovate as much as they did.
Hardly innovative, Tory. It doesn't even have Bluetooth.
Oh, so you're saying Sony PlayStation just did the same thing that Android did 6 years ago?
Ridiculous.
I think the
so
step up
stupid.
here, instead of just having verbal threats and verbal atrocities towards the developers and Sony, I think it's time we take action, baby.
Here's the thing. When we take action is absolutely do not fucking suggest that we go buy Xboxes because I would rather blow my head off.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
What do you mean? That's
We're
not
still
taking
I'm still
action.
gonna give Sony a lot of my money. But I gotta get mad at them.
Yeah, no, taking action is like doing a hunger strike on their lawn or something.
I love how the gamer strategy, though, is they're not going to get me to spend money on their thing. I'm going to save my money, but spend it elsewhere to prove a point to them. And it's like, dog, I don't think they give one singular fuck.
Yeah, they sold all of their PS5s already. There's not a single one left. Mission accomplished.
I loved seeing the people that were, because like I was in the fucking like PS5 subreddit, like refreshing that too, trying to see like if anyone had any hot drops. And then so many people were like, yeah, fuck this. Like this sucks. I'm whatever. I don't even want one now. And it's like, are you sure? Or is it just because you couldn't get one tonight?
Yeah, it's people definitely mad that they lost. And it's just like, I didn't even care. Like they're the people that were like, they would lose in recess, like when whatever game they're playing, be like, whatever, this game is stupid anyway. I don't even want to play. And then they'd walk away before the game was even finished.
And then you're walking out of the store with your PS5, like, no, I've got a force field.
The worst part is the fucking scalpers that all bought like 20, and they're posting pictures of them on Twitter. And not only that, there are so many people defending them. And they're like, hey, it's not their fault. Sony let them do it. Yeah, but don't be an asshole.
What do you mean? It's not illegal to be an asshole in capitalism. They're just trying to make a quick, honest buck.
One, it's illegal. It's not an honest buck. And two, I don't know if it's illegal, actually. That's a baseless claim. But they are selling them for like $1,600 to $2,000. That's more than rent.
Yep, we had the same problem over here in the PC gamer world about a couple of months ago when the 3000 series NVIDIA cards dropped. I think NVIDIA made like maybe...
Bitminers loved it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they only made like 4 total cards. And when you went to eBay to look them up, the MSRP for these cards are like $700. The cheapest one that I could find on eBay after the fact was like $3,000.
Yeah, I think those are the people... Like, I don't want to be mad at Sony. I want to be mad at them. And I am. I'm equally mad at both.
Mm-hmm. I just love that gamers will defend like, no, it's fine. They can buy up as many as they want. But then Call of Duty says, hey, do you want your meaningless army soldier to just be referred to as they, them instead of he or she? What the fuck?
Yeah, it becomes a major issue. And the line drawing in the gamer world, the gamer space, the gamerverse, whatever we want to call it, is it's pretty buck wild. There's not a lot of logic behind it.
I feel like that line that we're talking about is more of a quantumly defined line. It's different every time you observe it and measure it.
It is Schrodinger's line, 100%.
Yes.
I can tell you how we get revenge on Sony and how we make sure that gamers everywhere are heard. Swing! Welcome to Sword Watch, our dedicated deviant detail devoted to bringing awareness to the dangers of life without swords. Now, today we're going to hit Sword Watch Local.
Yes! Is it the Craigslist guy?
I'm pretty sure it's the Craigslist guy. Because after last episode, when we talked about how someone writing very bad poetry on Craigslist is probably going to commit a sword crime, I did some digging, and this did happen very recently.
Uh-oh.
Now, would you like to know what went down in the Twin Cities area?
Absolutely, my guy.
Man tries to hold up target right after buying sword. Laughs after arrest.
Oh.
This is the jokester.
So what you're saying is this person walked into a Target, bought a sword, and then walked out of Target and went, haha, suckers, you just sold your own demise to you, and proceeded to try and hold up the store after buying the sword?
At what Target are they selling swords?
Yeah, I was going to say, quick minute here, quick aside.
I'd like that to be nationwide.
Hold on, I'm making a prediction. I think that sword is the Master Sword. Because that
you
seems
can't you can't buy that at Target, no.
You don't know that. There are some bougie Targets in the area.
But they all carry the same stock, essentially. Like, they're not going to have, like, oh, this one has Master Swords and this one... Like, the only thing I can picture is that they have, like, some weird, like, He-Man foam sword or, like, a Bionicle foam sword. It's been a long time since I've been in the toy aisle, folks.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I don't visit regularly.
And dream about owning every Lego set there.
Tyler, it's okay, because the things you go there for are collectibles, so...
They're not toys! They're collectibles.
These aren't toys, they're Funko Pops! These aren't toys, they're Funko Pops.
Funko Pops! Tory, I am absolutely clipping you saying that, and God knows what will happen there.
No! I dig my own grave every day.
I don't think Target just sells swords. I would love it if they did, because that's the goal of this show, is to make sure everyone walking on Earth has a sword. But
make it a lot easier.
Also, if you did buy a foam sword from Target and then tried to hold Target up, they'd be like, I literally just scanned it. It's foam. What are you going to do?
I can take it back.
That could have been why he got arrested instead of got away.
A 19-year-old Twin Cities man is facing felony charges after he allegedly bought a sword. Wait, allegedly bought a sword? Why do we
what?
need to
Hold
say
on.
allegedly?
Now that's in question. So the
Yeah.
whole story is kind of muddled.
Unsheathed it and told the cashier to give him a PlayStation 5.
Oh, hell
Oh my
yes.
God, really?
Tyler, that is just,
This was
That's a-
his
that's a
ultimate
moist-
plan. His ultimate plan.
This is how the gamers rise up. This
Yeah,
is how
yes.
they finally rise up.
He skipped the line to get the PS5, and his genius plan was, if I just threaten a store worker, they have to give it to me legally.
The store worker is probably like, we don't even have them.
that's also assuming they have a mass amount of stock sitting in the back of the store and they're just like, no, sorry, gamers.
Well, Tory, gamers are oppressed, so I wouldn't put it I wouldn't put it past Target. They are just trying to further
That's
oppress
true.
gamers.
Yeah, they're being playist.
Fuck, I hate that.
I hated that
really
so
hate
much.
that. While in custody, the teenager reportedly told officers that he thought the idea was funny.
Not wrong.
Is it?
Just not from the...
Maybe this is the gamer in me coming out, but it's kind of funny.
It
is kind of funny, though.
It's funny from an outsider looking in. Imagine
Yeah,
being
for
that
sure.
cashier worker, though. No, that's still pretty fucking funny. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, hell, especially because no one got, well, we'll see how the story goes, actually. I'm not going to say no one got hurt.
No one got hurt. This is a
No,
good
so
one.
that's gold right there.
It's a little bit funny. It's a little bit funny that he stayed up until 4:30 trying to get a fucking PS5 because honestly, I had a close call. That motherfucker could have been at my Target that I went to and he could have just ran it through me and taken my PS5.
Oh, we could have had a Sword Watch live.
That would have been an honorable death,
Yes,
in
it
all
would have.
fairness. He would have respected you as a warrior, but knew that it was your time to fall.
He would have run you through with his katana and then unstabbed you with it, laid it gently on top of you, and put his fedora on your face, and then take your PS5 and run.
He would have covered you pleasantly with his trench coat.
Tay, come on. He was undercover. He couldn't wear the fedora. He had to wear the Deadpool sweatshirt.
Oh, yes, you're right.
Yeah. That's not a dead giveaway.
He is charged with one count of first-degree aggravated robbery. Court documents filed in Hennepin County show. If convicted, he faces up to a decade in prison. Which,
Yo.
hey, bro, now you're going to miss the next-gen launch.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is some committing to the bit right there.
That's a PS6 that you just missed out on. Like, by then, we're halfway to the PS7.
That person definitely had to be one of, what do you call it, the 4chan people who live the lifestyle of being a piece of trash?
Nerds. Dorks.
Sure. There's a word for it.
Assholes.
I've seen Feels Good, man.
Incels.
It's in that general zone. You get it. They live their life like,
Racists.
no, I'm a piece of trash. That's me. Like, that's who I am. I don't have a job. My room is messy.
They're gamers. That's
Yeah,
just what they
just-
are.
just
They
Yeah,
are
I
gamers.
think that's a
gamers.
better label.
According to a criminal complaint, he bought the sword from a Pawn America shop shortly before 4 p.m.
Okay, that makes more sense.
After buying the weapon is when he had gone to the store and then reportedly said, "Give me the money and the PS5."
See, dog, if you would have just said just the PS5, this
Yeah.
probably would have turned out differently.
Yeah, they would have been like, we got you, champ.
Yeah, because they have to honor the gamer code.
That's
But since
true.
you,
There
but
is-
since you
yeah.
asked for money, now you're in the jurisdiction of the U.S. government.
Yeah, but then you're depending on the cashier also being a gamer.
No, it's taught to them because they sell gaming related products. They have to know it before they're hired.
Well, I mean, I don't know because I went to Target and I'm a little bit pissed because those motherfuckers took one look at me. I stepped into the store wearing black pants, a black sweatshirt,
And my Deadpool hoodie.
yeah, and my Deadpool hoodie,
And my Cookie Monster flat brim that I also got at Target.
and just like, a normal, like long, like not trench coat jacket, just like a winter coat. They looked at me and said, "Are you here for the PS5?" Like,
Yeah,
what?
Tyler, you can't be mad that you got sized up. As
I got
a gamer, pal.
profiled
Yeah, I was gonna say you got
Yeah.
profiled.
Yeah,
as a gamer.
as a person of play.
I hate that. I fucking hate that because yes, I am here for the PS5, but
Yes, you did stay up till 4 a.m. with 3 devices resetting constantly so that you could get the PlayStation 5 day of launch, and you drove like 50 minutes away from where you live to go pick it up. Tyler, you can just eyeball you and go, that boy games
Now,
hard.
What about
No.
the others? What about the other side of this coin, Tyler?
I'm a well-kept individual. My face is
They
clean.
saw you. They
my
saw
hair
your black
is
pants
clean.
and said, "Oh my God, those are GJs, gamer jeans. Get him the PS5. Let's go."
Now let's look at the opposite side of the coin here, Tyler. Was it profiling or was it a show of respect? Because who else would be at Target at 4:30 in the morning?
No, no,
gamer.
I had to wait until Target opened. I just like was able to pre-order it at 4:30.
Oh, okay.
But I walked into the Target at 8 a.m. I guess when you walk into a Target at 8 a.m. after like a giant pre-order thing, they're probably like, yeah, who else would be at Target at 8 a.m.?
Yeah, they see a 55-year-old man walking in with his, daughter. They're gonna be like, okay, probably not him. They see you walk in, yeah. That boy's. It's not that hard. If we've all worked in retail, like when I was at Caribou Coffee, if someone came in and there was 2 of them, I'd be like, "Oh, you're here for the buy one get one event, aren't you?"
Yeah, but that's different than like, oh, you're a gamer, aren't you? Like, oh, are you here for... That'd be like if you guys had like a knife collection and someone, who was dressed appropriately walks in and you're like, oh, are you here for the knife collection?
Your complaint is starting to sound weirdly like some of the reviews on liquor store reviews that we've had where it's like, what? They walked in and they were following me and profiling me.
I'm mad because someone looked at me and thought I was a gamer. I'm not a gamer.
You are.
What? No. Whoa. No, Tyler, you are a gamer.
I am not a gamer. Gamers are people that get mad that Call of Duty has an option where your fucking text wall can say they, them. I am not a gamer.
I don't know. You're getting mad at the fact that
Yeah.
they thought you were a gamer, even though you are. That seems that's pretty gamer shit.
That
right
is
there.
very gamer shit right there.
That is a
damn
big
it.
signal that you're a person of play.
Maybe not capital G, but definitely lowercase g.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
God, whatever. Fucking whatever. He lifted his blade, unsheathed it into the air, and then the cashier responded, I don't think so. She then called 911.
She then pulled out a bigger sword. And the 2 dueled at sunset.
Yeah.
He
dude.
left the store, like after she just said no, he left the store with his sword, and then officers arrested him. Like,
Yeah, you got to leave the sword. Unfortunately, I'm sure that Pan America sword was pretty good, but you do got to leave it. Otherwise, that's a dead giveaway.
Yep.
that person needs a parade. That person needs a full day devoted to them because someone was like, I'm going to stab you. And they just said, I don't think so.
Oh, you're talking about the cashier.
Yeah, the cashier.
Oh, okay. Yes. I was very confused
okay.
because
Okay,
I thought you meant that we should throw a parade in this gamer's honor.
No, we just all play with our PS5s outside of his cell. And we're like, this is there's no loading screen. Do you see this ray tracing? It looks amazing. Feel this haptic feedback when you swing as Miles Morales. It's so fun.
To add insult to injury, the TV isn't even facing the cell. It's facing away, so you're just describing it to
Oh,
him.
it's so fun.
I hope, oh my God, I hope so badly that while he's in jail, his mother wants to send him a Christmas present that he wants so bad. He is so excited, he unwraps the box, and what is it? A PlayStation 4 Pro.
That hurts. That hurts.
That's what you wanted, right, honey?
I don't know what I would do. Like if someone wanted to be nice and they bought me a PS4 Pro, like it's a nice gesture, but like that would hurt because it's like that's not it. No.
I'd be like, I can't switch my PS4 because I have PT still downloaded on it. So that makes it weirdly like sentimental to me because I can't re-download PT.
But I mean, once you get a PS5, you're just gonna fucking huck that PS4
Yeah,
in the
not gonna give a
trash. Right?
shit. Yeah.
It's not worth fucking garbage.
But it's not worth getting another PS4 for that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking bullshit. Yeah, that's it. He's slated for court on Thursday.
You should
So
let us know next week.
I'm going to see if there's a court report on Thursday based on what he said. Because honestly, maybe the judge should just let him go. Like, hey, you know what, son?
The judge is a gamer. He'll
I
get it.
fully understand. I was also trying to get a PS5, still haven't got one. It sucks, you know? Sony really dropped the ball. No charges.
Walmart really fucked me on that one. No charges. Be on your way, sir.
Oh, and you'll be needing this. And he hands him his sword back.
So what do you guys think? Should we call game over on this podcast?
Yeah, I'm thinking so. So thank you so much for watching and or listening wherever you may be listening and or watching. Go ahead and leave us a like, favorite, comment, or review. Whatever the case is, it really helps the show out. Gets us into curated lists, gives us more fuel for the fire. We love looking at comments and riffing on them for the show. Yeah, we would love to have you. So go ahead and like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share, all that good stuff.
Folks, listen up. We're stepping aside here. We're leaving Tay and Tyler behind. It's just me and you now.
I'm still here.
I'm also
Oh,
still
shit,
here.
Shit. Sorry. I don't technically actually know how to get away from them, but it's just me and you right now. Like, let's just believe it's that way. And look, there's a lot of podcasters out there. You got Apple Podcasts, you got Spotify, you got Google Podcasts. We're on all of them. So wherever you're listening to this, go and leave a review, star rating, however you want to do that. Follow us on whatever podcatcher you're on, or go over to our YouTube channel, Shapeless Media. You can give us a subscription there. You can also go and watch over 600 videos. There's so much content for you to enjoy. And also, super side note, if anyone was a scalper and has PS5s and they want to sell it to me for like the actual MSRP, I will gladly do that. And I'll hug you with a mask on.
I'll pay you double to not give it to Tory.
Ooh.
You are a gamer.
Now, who's the bigger piece of shit in this situation, the scalper or you?
Just the gamers for being mad at they, them in a Call of Duty game.
Yeah, that is pretty shitty.
Look, if you want to catch our hot opinions off the podcast, you can follow us all on Twitter. I'm at Subtly Cool. Tori is at Lurking Lion. Tay is at Tay_454. I talk about gamers a lot.
You do.
And links to all of that in the description. Now, before we head out, it's our duty as gamers to give you the patented Baseless claims pod deck last laugh. If you go to poddecks.com, you can use code SWORDWATCH, all one word, at checkout to get 10% off your first order of this handy deck of cards. There's so many decks of these cards, and they'll help you get your podcast going off the ground. It'll give you topics, episode ideas, or just general goofs and gas to have. Are you ready for the pod deck last laugh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you were a villain or criminal mastermind, what would your calling card be? I think I'd leave a Funko on everybody.